Hi everyone, we are on vacation, so excuse the beach looks. Anyway, we are here to introduce you to the world of Norwex. Yes, we did book a virtual party while on spring break, so anyway, here's the deal. We're going to go through 5 basics and we're going to do it in rapid fire, so stick with us. We're going to show this stuff in action, starting with the EnviroCloth. Now, the EnviroCloth is the E for everything. That's what you clean with it, E for everything. Enviro is a microfiber cloth that is different from most microfiber cloths in 4 different ways. One is...
it has silver embedded into each of the fibers. It's like coffee and creamer, so it won't wash out. But silver is also an antimicrobial, so once the cloth picks up bacteria and whatever else, the silver will kill the bacteria and self-sanitize the cloth. So how does it pick up the bacteria?
Well, so the cloth or the fibers are less than 1/200th of a hair. One hair, 200 divided 200 times. That's microscopic, so it will pick up microscopic things like germs, the stuff we worry about, the stuff that we pull out the big bad ugly chemicals for. And so without needing that, because it's mechanically cleaning, we can use just water and it's going to pick up all kinds of stuff, including bacteria. And to prove that, let's do, well, hold that thought, because we're going to show you a smeary, greasy mess, right? And as Xander is greasing up the microwave, because we are in a hotel, we have hotel butter.
Can't really see it, but never get stressed. It's fun.
Anyway, and while he's doing that, I am going to tell you the rest of the differences. It's got a 2-year warranty and it's super dense. If we unraveled this, it would reach from Manitoba, Canada to the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, which is where we are now, which is super exciting. So this is great for germs, but it cleans. If it can pick up a germ, it can pick up almost anything, including grease. The other thing I'm going to tell you about is another cloth that we're going to introduce you to, and this is the window cloth. Now these are different versions, we have different colors, so if you haven't seen this before, a lot of people have seen it in purple, for purple polishes. This is our window cloth that says it on the tag. They both say back block, by the way, which means
that it has the silver.
So this one's kind of a slipperier one. If you see, this one is dense and thicker and more surface area. This one is really silky. Okay, so this is if you want to polish something like mirrors, windows, stainless steel, granite, all that stuff. If you want to polish, you use the window polishing cloth. If you want to clean anything and everything, you use the Enviro. Let's show how it works. I'm going to give this to you for a second. Here's what you do. You get it wet. Pretty tough. Bring it out. All right.
Can I get the butter off my hands?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, now I usually fold it in half, so I've got 8 clean sides. And I don't know if you can appreciate the butter, but we got butter all over this microwave. How does that show up? I think it shows up.
It shows up just to be
Let
safe.
me just smear it. Just imagine doggy nose prints and no Norwex. Oh yeah, I can definitely see butter now. Do y'all see that he got done a whole bunch? Yes.
All right.
So.
It's very quick, just go over it. Just like that. And just to make sure, you can flip it, get access to another clean side, go over it one more time, just pick up any and everything, and then we hit it with the window cloth.
Yeah. Pretty shine. And it's interesting because when we clean that, we realize how many streaks are on the stainless steel around. And that's because whoever cleaned this hotel room before we got here used product, and they left all kinds of streaks. So we'll just clean it for them because We don't want chemicals in our hotel room. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So let's talk about the dusting mitt and then we'll do the glow gel.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so this is the dusting mitt. This is made out of the same microfiber and silver combo, but it uses static electricity to pick up dust and hold it to the cloth. As you can see, it fits on your hand like a glove. Then there are two sides to it. So once again, it's very simple. You'll just go over the surface and it picks things up. And as you can see, it'll hold it to the mitt. So you don't go over something and let it fly around and have to redust in just a couple of seconds.
And you can tell when it's looking good on black, it's really good. Now I have Glow Germ, which is like a simulated germ, right? So we're pretending this is like raw chicken, salmonella stuff. All the stuff. And it glows. Looks like I'm glowing in the dark, right?
We'll get nice and close.
Yeah, it's glowy.
There we go.
Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do, this is a bit of an experiment. Let's see what we can do here. All right, there's our Glow Germ. I used like half the bottle. Guess I wouldn't have needed to do that, but let me just get rid of the Glow Germ. So this is the same cloth that we had butter on, and all I'm doing in between uses is to rinse it under the water, rub it against itself so it releases kind of what it's grabbed onto. All right, half the bottle. Ooh, look at that. Ew.
Beautiful.
They needed me to clean their oven here. Oh, look at that. Ew. I mean, it looked pretty clean. Okay, so now let's just look at the side that we cleaned. You see, there is 0 going on there. Now, I'm gonna just do something kind of fun because I have a place that has a paper towel. I'm gonna just do a little wet paper towel and clean up this other side. All right, looks like we might need another paper towel. Okay, let's see what that did. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that did not do a great job. And so now I'm going to finish cleaning it. We'll double check that we really got rid of all of it. Okay. There we go. Clean, no glowing. And you can see that I picked up all of this, whatever was left on there. So, all right. Xander, since I'm coughing, I'm going to have you talk about the cleaning paste.
All right. So for the purpose of this demo, we used a Sharpie right here to write on this plate. We wrote $200 to $400, which signifies what, Mom?
This is what an average host will get for an average party. Not an average host. None of our hosts are average. This is an average party on what the host will get in free product.
All right. So
And it was written in none other than
Sharpie.
Yeah.
Permanent marker, but we'll see how permanent it actually is. We're going to use two products, the cleaning paste, which is made out of marble flour and natural soaps, and then the EnviroCloth that we use for the other two demos. So you can see, you unscrew the lid of the cleaning paste, and it is like a slab of paste, I guess. It's a solid, but when you take the wet Enviro, rub it around here, it turns into a paste on the cloth. So that'll give us some extra cleaning power without using chemicals to deal with tough cleaning situations like this.
Want me to hold it while you
Sure.
scrub?
Make it dramatic.
You want to tell them what you did with Sharpie when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, so the the inspiration for this demo came from me and my artistic exploration as a young child. We had tile floors, and I decided to take Sharpies and draw on, I think I signed my name on the foyer tile. And we had no idea how to take it off, but I think my mom's sister, my aunt, recommended that we use these two products, and we were able to get it off faster than we ever could have imagined. So that's the inspiration behind it. But, yeah.
You know, and just because whoever cleaned this before I need a little extra help, do a little bit. This stuff is good for all kinds of things, including flat top stoves. So that is one of the things they're good for. They're good for shining up the white soles of tennis shoes. They're good for smudges on the walls. Anything that needs a little scrubbing power, sinks, bathroom sinks, kitchen sinks, you know, that grunge around the drain, all of that. All right, so let me just tell you a little bit about myself and my family. I'll let Xander speak for himself, but I'm a PA, so I work in the medical field and have for a long time. But definitely I'm alternative minded, because as I find out more and more about how harmful chemicals are to our bodies and how many medical issues they create, or are at least in part responsible for, a lot of the chronic conditions that are escalating
Our society.
in our society, yes. So we're having more and more of these things. All the different cancers, like right now it's 1 in 3, which is horrendous. Childhood cancers are big. Autism's on the list. Obesity is on the list. Parkinson's, diabetes, a lot of the chronic stuff. It's related to endocrine disruptors, because endocrines, that's our hormones, that runs everything in our body. And if you use a chemical that disrupts it, you can kind of see where that might not be good. And most of our household cleaners are endocrine disruptor chemicals. That's the family they belong to. So I feel like I can do a lot of good getting chemicals out of people's homes, and that makes the health provider, caregiver part of me very, very happy. As far as my kids, I'm just so happy that we figured out Norwex was a great alternative. I mean, if you can use water and a cloth, get grease off things in the kitchen, you can imagine what you can do with it. I tease that it makes me a better mommy because I didn't freak out when he signed his name on our front door. Yeah. But we've grown up without all the chemicals around, and that's been good for our health, and I'm very, very happy about that. Now, they are cleaning cloths. They do need to be cleaned, but we can wash them. We can dry them. In between uses, what you can do is put them under the faucet like you saw me doing. Rub them against themselves, because that helps them release whatever you've grabbed on, and hang it by the tag and let them dry in between uses. But when they're dirty, because they are cleaning cloths, you can throw them in the wash, you can throw them in the dryer. That's all fine. What are the rules?
You cannot wash them with bleach. That's a big thing, because that will break down the fiber. And then don't wash them with fabric softener or dryer sheets, because that will coat the fibers and make them thick. So it won't be as good as picking up that bacteria and those other microorganisms.
And it'll cover up the silver too, which means your cloth won't self-sanitize anymore. So the other thing I'll throw in there is don't throw them in with your linty loads. Terry towels, not a good idea. throw them in with something non-linty. That's easy. Okay, so we have our own detergents, of course, that Norwex provides, and it's not that they're mandatory, but these are awesome. We have 3 different kinds. We've got a liquid, we have a powder, and we have laundry strips. Now, I was in the hotel and they were selling this. So this is enough detergent for 1 load. See the amount? Quite a bit, plus the fact it stinks. Didn't know how sensitive I was to those smells until I didn't have them around anymore. This is how much you will use for the same load, medium, high efficiency load, and that is if you use the Norwex powder. Now, I don't like powders typically, but when you're using this much, it doesn't gunk anything up, and it's fabulous. If you put the other kinds in jars with water, you will see the filler layer out. So what does that do to our clothes? Well, it destroys them over time. They get hard, then we think we need fabric softener to keep them soft, which actually just eliminate the filler and things will be soft. It's amazing. So if you like liquid, you can just do 2 squirts and you're done. That's all it takes. But we also have these laundry strips, and here is enough for 1 load. But if you have soft water, this is how much you'll use. If you are traveling, which we are, guess what we just did? We've got a washer and dryer in this little hotel room, so we just did a load with this. They don't take up any room in your suitcase, they're super light, and they're healthy. This is 36 loads worth right here. What they don't have is what's important. They clean super well, but they don't have the phosphates, the brighteners, the bleaches, the fragrances, the chemicals to cause suds. Yeah, chemicals to cause it to look like it's cleaning. Something going with that. Anyway, they're awesome. So those are kind of the 5 basics. I did not pack them up in my suitcase, so we'll have to show that to you separately. That's another amazing thing. But you can really do your whole house with these 5. That's a great place to start, and just look up Safe Haven 5. If you want to book one of these, we will do it from anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and toodles.
Thanks for tuning in.